YouTube. Download our official Radio Cayman app, or you can log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky. You can also add us to WhatsApp
on 925-3261.
All the latest information, breaking news, community events, and more. Radio Cayman.
For the Record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury,
and JN Money.
From abroad to yard.
Fast, affordable, convenient. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice. And the Cayman Islands National Museum. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture.
We ask our listeners and viewers to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990. 949-8037 or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
Live from Radio Cayman Studio.
This is For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Hear from your government officials, independents, and the opposition on issues that matter to you.
For the Record.
Engage in an open dialogue between residents and lawmakers.
With Orrett Connor.
Informative, impartial, insightful.
This is For the Record.
1-800-534-8255. Your calls, your input. This is For the Record. And now, your host, Orrett
Connor. Good morning, good morning, good morning, O land of soft, fresh breezes and verdant trees so fair. Today is Monday, the 24th day of March, 2025. Right here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. We do hope and we trust that everyone had a restful, peaceful, enjoyable weekend. Those of you who are on our roads, whether you're a pedestrian, a cyclist, or if you're operating any type of motorized vehicle, we urge you to please, please, please be extremely cautious. Ensure that you observe the rules of the road. Don't put your safety at risk. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put others at risk. Follow the rules of the road, and the life you save may just be your own. For those of you who are celebrating a birthday today, we want to wish you a happy birthday, or if you've celebrated one over the past few days, a belated happy birthday to you as well, and to remind you that the For the Record birthday shoutouts brought to you by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, proud to support your birthday shoutouts. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Yum. Daily school lunch menus are available to browse on the Yum website. Just visit yumcayman.ky for more information. Those of you who have lost loved ones, we want to extend our sincere condolences to you. We hope and we trust that your faith will help to carry you through these extremely challenging times, and that the memories of your loved ones will be a blessing. Those of you who are ill and are either at home or at a medical facility here in the Cayman Islands or overseas, we wish you a speedy recovery. And again, this morning, we want to give a big shout out to our colleagues, two colleagues here at Radio Cayman, DJ Lynn and also Mr. Joel Wilson, wishing both of them speedy recoveries and hoping and praying that we will see them soon as well. Also, to a good friend over in Tampa who, again, is also experiencing some serious medical issues, and our thoughts and our prayers are with you as well. So, folks, I want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman and, by extension, For the Record, into your homes, into your vehicles as you traverse the busy and sometimes dangerous roads of the Cayman Islands, into your places of work, wherever that may be. As you know, For the Record is a show produced by the staff and management of Radio Cayman, and it is geared towards keeping you abreast of issues as they arise and play out on the local, regional, and international scene. I have the distinct pleasure and honor of being your host. My name is Orrett Connor, and you're welcome to join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. During that period, our phone lines are open. We have a toll-free number provided courtesy of Flow. That toll-free number, 1-800-534-8255. You can also call us on 949-8037 and 949-6990. WhatsApp us, 925-3261, where you can send us a text message or leave us a voice note. We can only accommodate one caller at a time from that number as well. You can follow us on YouTube. You can download the app or simply subscribe to Radio Cayman live stream. Don't forget we are on Facebook as well. So let's look at some of the birthday shout-outs, starting with yesterday. We see that Miss Barbara Connolly, former member of Parliament, well, still a member of Parliament, as a matter of fact, until after the elections. She's still a member of Parliament. She celebrated her birthday yesterday. Also, Miss Samantha Gerzung celebrated her birthday yesterday. Patricia Loy also celebrated a birthday yesterday. Let's see if we have any more birthday celebrations there. Daffy and Watson celebrated a birthday yesterday. What do we have for the 24th? Can we find something for the 24th? Nothing showing up for the 24th so far. We know that tomorrow, the 25th of March, Esther Louise celebrating a birthday, as well as Peter White, that's W-H-I-T-E, Peter White, and Norman Carter also celebrating a birthday tomorrow as well. And again, Miss Susan's birthday is tomorrow also, right? Yep. Our own Miss Susan Watson right here at Radio Cayman. Of course, she's on leave, on vacation, well-deserved break, because she, had a lot to carry for, a few days, a few weeks as well. So she will be celebrating her birthday tomorrow also. And let me remind you that these For the Record birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. You should accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola. And by Yum. Daily school lunch menus are available to browse on the Yum website. Just visit yumcayman.ky for more information. And we know that Mr. Edward Myrie celebrated his birthday, 89th birthday, last week as well. If you know someone who's celebrating a birthday or any other momentous occasion, please share that information with us right here on For the Record, and we will certainly give them a big shout out here. And you can do so throughout the course of the show between 7:30 and 10 o'clock, because whenever I get an opportunity after commercial break or any other break, we will share that information and give your loved one or friend a big shout out right here on For the Record. Meanwhile, our phone lines will be open until 8:15. Well, we go to the news at 8 o'clock. 8:15, we're going to have the Deputy Governor and his some of the sponsors, some of the beneficiaries of the proceeds of the DG 5K run and walk, which will take place on the 30th of this month, next week, Sunday. They will be in the studio to talk about that as well. That will be at 8:15. After that, again, we will certainly have an open line for you to talk. Of course, the topical issues now all relate to campaigning and the elections as well. There was some breaking news last week in relation to sort of hiccup with the nomination of a candidate, and I will find the Supervisor of Elections release and comments on that, and we can talk some about that as well. Meanwhile, we do have a caller, so let's take that caller before we go to the commercial break. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Ossie.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
And do you know who this is? I'm sure you do.
If I don't, I'll pick up the voice soon.
It's Joel here.
Oh, okay.
Knowing that you're out there, like I said yesterday,
Yep.
you would be up before Rooster put on their clothes this morning.
I heard you yesterday when you say that. Yes.
Yes.
We had a nice breakfast at Over the Age yesterday morning, as well, celebrating one of our cyclists, Mr. Steve Dodds, two of our cyclists, Mr. Steve Dodds and Marcus Gremley. Both of them celebrated birthdays. So we had breakfast there yesterday. So when you saw us, we were just leaving Over the Edge after. Go ahead.
Pardon me. I figured you had been relaxing by the water's edge there. The tables. Yes, sir. Anyway, I'd like to bother you. Well in advance, or not well in advance. Tomorrow you won't be there, so I'd like to send greetings to Susan.
Yes.
Happy birthday. From also my sister Trudy and her husband Roy, better known as Petey.
Okay.
Well, I will get in touch with her tomorrow as well. But in the meantime, you have a good day. Okay,
so how are things going up in North Side? How's the, we see lots of things happening up there. I see where it appears as if the gas station, Jack's gas station, will soon be reopening under a new operator as well. Looking forward to that.
I'm not sure. I can't give you the name right now.
No. Don't expect you to.
Yes. And I think they're going to have another business, a Subway next door as well soon. So we're getting back on track. Hopefully we will be better.
Okay. That building that was used for real estate, is that where the Subway is going, or are they converting that into apartments? I saw work going on there yesterday and last week as well.
I'm not sure what's going on there. I think they're trying to save, to avoid so much of the glass and stuff. Well, I really can't update you on that right now. But it's next door to the gas station. I understand that's where the Subway is going to be.
Okay. So it's going to be a brand new building.
A brand new building, obviously.
Okay. I have a huge interest in Northside. I and East End both. I enjoy being up there, of course, for the purposes of cycling, those are the two safest districts for cycling. You know, we encounter very little traffic going out to Ivory Point, sorry. Some know it as Starfish Point. I'm hearing some rumors out about, and I don't know if this is just political mischief or what, talking about plans for government to sell where the public beach is, because some of the residents in that area are complaining about the noise there. But any private residents in that area out there, they have come long after that beach was there. So why should they have to sell the beach because of persons who have moved in there? You would have thought that the persons, the activities that were there first shouldn't have to leave because some newcomer comes in and is living in the area. You heard anything about that?
Not really, but I can refer to, you remember our friend Dr. Macfield telling them when he was walking on a particular beach, he told them that, or asked them, where did you come from? Which airline did you landed here on? Did you bring in a beach with you? I would say the same. That people think that they own everything in Cayman.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he told them that or asked them that. Did they bring in a beach to Cayman when they arrived?
I must say, though, that, when we're riding through the Rum Point, Kaibo area, we say good morning to everyone. As a matter of fact, some of them even say good morning to us first. They're all familiar faces in there. They're very nice in terms of, greeting you and stuff like that. Most of them. But the saying, the old saying, see me and come live with me, two different things. Well,
don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah. Well, Miss Jewel, it's good to hear your voice rather than just getting those WhatsApp messages, you reminding us of all the birthdays. I'm glad you took the opportunity to call in this morning. I enjoy it, extremely well, and look forward to those shout-outs every Sunday morning when we're crossing there as well. You have a great day.
And you too.
Thank you. Folks, we're going to go to our first commercial break. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Captain Swanson Curry Ebanks, 1914 through 1989. Curry Ebanks was the oldest of 10 children of John Audnett and Celestia Elvira Ebanks and attended West Bay Primary School. Taught by some of the great Caymanian sea captains, he took command of his first ship at 17. He qualified as a master mariner at 21 and continued his life at sea until a car accident terminated his maritime career in 1960. He married 3 times and was widowed twice, and he fathered 8 children. He is best remembered for his victorious battle with the 1944 hurricane, which overtook his ship, the Jemson, en route from Swan Island to Grand Cayman. At the height of the storm, he decided to demast the ship to prevent it from rolling over, which would have meant certain death for everyone aboard. During the next 8 days, the ship had to be demasted 3 times. Each time, Captain Curry had the sails put into a seaman's bag and attached to the bow to function as a sea anchor, guiding the ship purely by dead reckoning. When the storm subsided and he got his first confirmed sighting, he was 5 miles off East End.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
There you go, sir. Thanks for choosing JN Money Transfer.
Boy, thanks to JN Money Transfer, I can stay right here in Cayman and pay mama bills back home in Jamaica. Her water, light, phone, and other bills never late. Every month I pay everything in one place.
Make payments to over 30 companies in Jamaica through JN Money Transfer. Fast, affordable, convenient. Call 1-800-744-1163 for details.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways Reservations on 949-2311. Oh, don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on a board a uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter. Cayman Brand Source Home Gallery is having an appliance inventory reduction sale with up to 50% off selected appliances and 25% off all kitchen packages until March 31st. Enjoy discounts on luxury brands like Foster, Milano, and more. Refrigerators, wine coolers, and barbecue grills are all discounted. All appliances are included in the sale. Don't miss out. Shop now at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, and save big before prices rise in April. Call 623-5000 for more details or visit us today and take advantage of these incredible deals. Act fast before the best items are gone. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park. Call 623-5000.
What's that? No sugar, same amazing taste? Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is here to stay. Classic taste, pure satisfaction. Be sure to stop into any Tortuga location and get your own case of Coke Zero. Or grab an ice-cold one straight from the cooler. Brought to you by Tortuga Distributors Limited. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling, Cayman.
Hey Cayman parents, we get it. You're underslept, over-trafficked, you can barely find your sanity in the morning because you're still trying to find your kids' shoes and lunch boxes. Let Yum take some of the stress away. Every day, over 3,000 students enjoy delicious, nutritious meals from Yum. Over 5 million lunches served and counting. Private school parents, browse the Yum Cayman app and order up to a month in advance or last minute by 12 a.m. the night before. Government school students, just drop by the Yum canteen. No pre-orders needed. Yum can't help you find your sanity, but we can sure make your mornings just a bit easier. Check out daily menus at myschoolpos.com or visit yumcayman.ky to learn more.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. About 6 minutes before we go to our 8 o'clock news, no guests in the studio. Our phone lines are open. We can probably squeeze in one more caller if anyone calls in. Meanwhile, let's look at a little bit of international news. I think this is important in particular to persons of color, as well as the Caribbean, in particular Haiti. So we see in the news that the first black Republican Congresswoman, Mia Love, has unfortunately passed away at the age of 49. It says that Mia Love, the first U.S. black Republican Congresswoman, has died age 49 in Utah. Her family has announced she passed away peacefully on Sunday, surrounded by family, at her home in the town of Saratoga Springs, a statement said. Love, a daughter of Haitian immigrants, had represented the state of Utah in the House of Representatives, that is the U.S. House of Representatives. Her daughter Abigail said earlier this month that Love had no longer been responding to treatment for brain cancer. And this is a quote: in the midst of celebration of her life and an avalanche of happy memories, Mia quietly slipped the bands of mortality, and, as her words and vision always did, soared heavenward, said the family statement, which was posted on X. Paying tribute to Utah Governor Spencer Cox wrote, a true trailblazer and visionary leader, Mia inspired countless Utahns through her courage, grace, and unwavering belief in the American dream. Her legacy leaves a lasting positive impact on our state. We will miss her deeply. Mia Love's political career formally started in 2003 when she won a seat in the Saratoga Springs City Council, and she later became a mayor age 34. In 2014, she was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. She made history as the first black Republican woman to take up the role and served 2 terms. I'm going to pause there for a second, and I believe that T.J. Watt, I think his name was the first black male Republican representative. I think he was at Nebraska or Oklahoma. I have to double check that he served from as well. But she was certainly the first black female. Say, Love was critical of Donald Trump when he was running for president in 2015, endorsing instead his Republican nomination rival, Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who dropped out of the race a few months later. She also called for Trump to publicly apologize for making derogatory comments about Haiti in 2018. He made them again in 2024 as well. Her bid for a 3rd term ended in a razor-thin defeat to her Democratic rival, Ben McAdams. Trump reacted to that by saying at a news conference, Mia Love gave me no love and she lost. Before entering politics, the mother of 3 worked for some time as a flight attendant. As a teenager, she dreamed of an acting career, later graduating from the University of Hartford in Connecticut with a degree in musical theater. In 2022, Love was diagnosed with glioblastoma, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, a fast-moving and aggressive form of brain cancer, and was given just 10 to 15 months to live, which she surpassed. Her death comes nearly 2 weeks after Love wrote an opinion piece for Deseret News, which she said was not to say goodbye, but to say thank you and express my living wish for you and the America I know. I think she was also during the election in November, or at least during the campaign, she served, as a panelist on CNN as well. So there we go. First Black Republican to serve in the House of Representatives in the United States, dead at the early age of 49. May her soul rest in peace. With that, folks, we're going to go to our 8 o'clock news. When we return at 8:15, we will have representatives along with the Deputy Governor in the studio talking about the 5K run walk event that is taking place next week, Sunday. Don't change that dial. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back immediately after the 8 o'clock news.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. Radio came out time check now, 8 a.m. This time check brought to you by our friends at Foster's.
The experienced team at Foster's Pharmacy are here to help. Drop off your prescription while you shop or WhatsApp us and we'll prepare it, ready for your arrival.
Whether you need prescription or over-the-counter medications, blood glucose testing, or advice on vitamins and supplements, we're here early in the morning to late at night. Both of our locations at our Camana Bay and airport stores are open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Saturday.
For more info, visit fosters.ky/pharmacy. Foster's Pharmacy. Better health because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. It's another call for contractors to help construct new public bathrooms at Governor's Beach. It's been more than a year since the Public Works Department got the green light for the project by the Central Planning Authority, with the first request for proposals going out back in October. The Ministry of District Administration and Lands has now published a request for proposals, quote, desirous of providing public amenities for the Governor's House Public Beach. The project deliverables include the construction of a 545-square-foot restroom facility connected to the public sewerage system, the installation of about 250 feet of concrete sidewalk at the entrance along West Bay Road, and the installation of a landscape buffer adjacent to the Pinnacle apartment complex. In other news, after a month packed with workshops, panel discussions, music, poetry, improv, Red Sky at Night closed down this year's annual K-Fest with a night full of Caymanian culture, heritage, and camaraderie.
Our country is changing fast, and with that change, I think there's a cultural amnesia creeping in, a forgetting of who we are, where we came from, and what made Cayman so great in the first place. This is why Red Sky matters. This is why CNCF matters. It's why nights like tonight really matter. They connect us.
And that history was brought right back to the present Saturday night at the Hartwell Theater grounds, with hundreds of residents and visitors alike exploring the vendor stalls, grabbing a bite of local food and a cup of swanky, and of course enjoying the live entertainment.
Make some noise for Swanky Kitchen Band!
Dozens of local and international marine enthusiasts log on to learn more about two of Cayman's previously unexplored seamounts.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Reefs Go Live series. We're broadcasting live today from a dive site known as Windsock Reef here in Little Cayman for our first episode of the year.
Central Caribbean Marine Institute's Baltmont Hugh hosted Friday's event, the first of 4 scheduled, along with his colleague Chandray Depeche, who phoned in from the bottom of the sea. The pair treated viewers from the U.S., Europe, and, of course, right here in Cayman to information gathered during a 3-year project to survey 12 Mile Bank and Pickle Bank.
They put cameras
underwater and actually got to take pictures of the benthos or the ground. They stitched all these photographs together to form a photo mosaic. Now with this photo mosaic, they were able to identify all the different hard corals.
This is important to help researchers assess the health of the local seamounts. And the team says they found, quote, productive ecosystems and healthy coral reefs.
Our team used some very specialized software to develop a three-dimensional computer model of what the seafloor looks like, what the benthos looks like. Being able to view those complex structures on the seafloor in 3 dimensions is very important for understanding how benthic organisms are distributed and therefore how to better conserve and manage these ecosystems.
You can watch a recording of the live stream on the CCMI YouTube channel. The next Reefs Go Live is April 11th, titled Cryptic Creatures on the Reef. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which takes us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller.
BBC News with Roisin Hasty. The Turkish authorities are continuing to crack down on protests against the arrest of the mayor of Istanbul. The Interior Ministry says more than 1,100 people have been detained since Wednesday. Journalists, lawyers and left-wing politicians were taken into custody during pre-dawn raids. The Kremlin says today's talks on a possible peace deal in Ukraine are focused on protecting shipping in the Black Sea. The discussions between American and Russian officials are taking place in Saudi Arabia. A former Russian deputy defense minister has gone on trial in Moscow accused of embezzlement and stealing nearly $40 million from a bank. Timur Ivanov was in charge of military construction projects. The head of the UN's AIDS program has pleaded with the United States to restore funding for global health projects. Winnie Byanyima said the Trump administration's cuts would lead to millions of HIV infections. The DNA testing firm 23andMe has filed for bankruptcy protection. The company was once valued at $6 billion but has struggled in recent years. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Now, more than ever, supporting your immune system is crucial to helping your body fight off illnesses like the common cold, the flu, and COVID-19. At ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road and in Buttontown, we carry all the essential vitamins and minerals to help support your immune system and improve your overall health. Some of our top immunity support picks are vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and quercetin, or the popular 7-in-1 immunity support. Our pharmacists are always on hand to help guide you and answer any questions. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Buttontown. Live happy, live healthy with ValueMed Pharmacy.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways Reservations on 949-2311. And don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on board a uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter.
Radio Cayman Super Jam Show, the #1 drive time entertainment show on your radio.
Brought to you by these kind sponsors.
The Cayman Islands Football Association, CIFA, building a better future for Cayman football.
Cayman Insurance Center.
Don't take chances with your family's future or your valuable assets. Call me today, Michael Webster, at 925-5433.
UWI Open Campus, on-site, online, and on demand.
Visit open.uwi.edu. Call them today at 946-8322.
Super Jam.
Also brought to you by
Cayman Airways. Call them at 949-2311 to book your non-stop flights to Los Angeles and Panama.
Superior Auto Center. Do it right the first time with Superior Auto.
949-9570 or 525-9571.
Superior Auto. They keep your car in tune.
And Coca-Cola. Available across the Cayman Islands from Tortuga wholesalers. Accept no substitutes. Taste the feeling with Coca-Cola.
An Ocean Deep Mobile Massage, your go-to for high-quality massage and spa services. WhatsApp 924-4159 or email oceandeepmassage21@gmail.com.
The #1 drive time entertainment show on your radio.
The 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Britcay, where people come first.
Good morning once again, Cayman. 9 minutes after 8 o'clock, let's take a look at your weather. Present temperature now 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It's partly cloudy on the outside. Winds are out of the east-northeast at 9 miles per hour. Relative humidity 90%. The barometric pressure is at 29.97 inches and falling. Our forecast, moderate winds and seas are expected for the next 24 hours in association with a ridge of high pressure across the northwest Caribbean. Our forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will rise to the mid-80s. Winds will be east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots with higher gusts. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Later tonight, partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the low to mid-70s. Winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. With our high tide, low tide will be at 12:48 this afternoon. High again at 6:12 this evening. Sunset will be at 6:36 this evening, and the outlook is for similar weather conditions through Thursday morning. That, my friends, is your latest weather update.
Take some advice from your Aunt Angie. If you're going to invest in an exotic pet, choose anything but a Norwegian forest cat. Apparently, they will eat all your jewelry. Before you know it, you're racing to the vet when your cat escapes from his carrier and lunges for your earrings. You crash and your cat swallows your pearls. But if you're smart, you'll have CG Motor Insurance and get the best comprehensive coverage for the price.
Get the best comprehensive coverage for the price. CG Britcay. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
the 8 a.m. weather update brought to you by
CG Britcay, where people come first.
If you or your loved one is facing cancer, only Sylvester will stand firmly by your side at every step, from diagnosis through survivorship, providing you and your family peace of mind and assisting with everything you need before, during, and after your stay with us. Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center is South Florida's only NCI-designated cancer center and specializes in treating the most complex cancer cases. Your first-class cancer care is just a flight away. Learn more at sylvester.org.
Hi, I'm Deputy Governor Franz Manderson, and I'm excited to announce the DG's 5K Challenge is just around the corner. We kick off things in Little Cayman on March 9th, followed by Cayman Brac on March 16th, and the grand finale on Grand Cayman on March 30th. This year, we're supporting the Cayman Islands Girls Brigade, the Cayman Islands Scouts Association, and the One-to-One Foundation, each helping to shape our next generation. Join us in making a positive impact. For registration details, find us on Facebook at DG's 5K Challenge.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
All right, good morning, my friends. 13 minutes after 8 o'clock. Traffic still pouring out in the eastern districts, but not too bad. Getting to the Century 21 roundabout, of course, still got some traffic in that vicinity, some going through South Sound, and those continuing on to the Linford Pearson and their Crew Road. Yes, you'll run into some slow-moving traffic as you make your way to the Georgetown area. Bobby Thompson Way, of course, seeing some traffic at that four-way intersection, with traffic crawling onto Huldah Avenue in the northward direction towards the CNB roundabout. Those continuing on Elgin Avenue will start to get some free flow of traffic, and you of course get to your destination, whichever street you're heading into. Those continuing on Thomas Russell Way up towards the Jake Scott four-way stop, got that traffic lights to deal with, and of course those continuing on to the Butterfield roundabout will experience the usual traffic in that area, getting some bit of traffic cam issues, but trying to deal with it. Looking in the Georgetown area, of course, Eastern Avenue seeing its fair share of traffic, similar along the Sheridan Road. Of course, those driving along Sheridan Road, along to Elizabethan Square, will see a change in some of the structure there. We saw one building has been torn down over the weekend. And of course, Edward Street seeing a good fair of traffic, good flow of traffic. The newly constructed roundabout. And of course, expect the usual traffic in the usual areas. Kim and Brock, Lil K-Man, it's good to have you this morning with your safe, low traffic. Buckle up and stay safe. Look out for those on e-scooters, e-bikes, motorbikes, bicycles, and enjoy your day. That's your latest traffic report.
Subway and Oreo has changed the dessert game. Introducing the Oreo Footlong Cookie, a full 12 inches of chocolatey, creamy goodness. It's big, it's bold, and it's here for a limited time. Perfect for sharing or not. We won't judge. Want it fast? Order ahead with the Subway Cayman Islands app for quick pickup and earn loyalty points. Or get it delivered straight to your door with Bento and Let's Eat. Don't wait. Treat yourself today. The Oreo Footlong Cookie is calling your name. Subway. Eat fresh. Snack sweet.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
The nation listens. The candidates speak. Subway presents the General Election Debates, live in studio on Radio Cayman 89.9 FM and 93.9 in the Sister Islands. Every Monday and select Wednesdays from 7 to 10 p.m. 2 sessions. One powerful discussion. With Election Day fast approaching, hear what the candidates have to say on the cost of living, housing and development, economic growth, sustainability, education, transport, tourism, immigration, and more. Who has the vision? Who has the plan? Hear it all unfold live, unfiltered, and on the voice of the Cayman Islands. Radio Cayman, 89.9 FM and 93.9. Streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Visit Radio Cayman's social media pages for debate details. Brought to you in part by Cayman Enterprise City.
Also brought to you by Reflections, UCCI, and Yum.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. As promised, we have in the studio with us this morning talking about the DG's 5K challenge. I know sometimes I refer to it as the DG's 5K run walk.
Well, that's too.
But the official name is the DG's 5K challenge, and 6 days away from it, next week, Sunday. So here to talk about it in the studio, none other than Deputy Governor, Honorable Franz Manderson, Ms. Jennifer Ahearn, who is the Chief Sustainability Officer in the Office of the Deputy Governor. She's also the co-chair of the DG's 5K Challenge Planning Committee. Managing Partner at Appleby, Mr. Norm Klein, Ms. Melanie Ebanks-Jackson from the Girls Brigade, and Mr. Winston Hale from the Cayman Islands Scouts Association. And I will immediately declare my interest and say that I am associated with the Scouts. So if anyone feels that I'm a little bit biased, please forgive me. So with that, I want to say good morning, folks. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Connell. Thank you very much for having us, and good morning to the good people of the Cayman Islands. Thank you for having us.
Okay. Jen, get that mic a little closer to the DG for me.
Okay.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
So we're going to have you start with the opening comments, DG. Good morning again, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Connor and the people of the Cayman Islands. It's a great pleasure for us to be here this morning. thank you to Radio Cayman for always partnering with us and giving us the opportunity to talk about the DG's 5K Challenge. We have been off to a fantastic start. We were in Little Cayman, and we had about 57 persons, I think, show up, which was really great. Probably half of the population. Yeah, and we had a really great time. We were in Cayman Brac week before last. Is it the week before last? And we had a really great turnout there as well, over 100 persons. A great cross section of the community. We had people coming from Grand Cayman, but we had a lot of persons from Cayman Brac. Even Little Cayman was there. And we had a great turnout from a lot of the civil servants, as well as the hospital, from Faith Hospital. A lot of the doctors and nurses was there, and a lot of young people. I think we had someone who was, very, very young. Miss Melanie had her children with her. So it was really a great event, and the weather was absolutely amazing. A great Cayman Brac breeze was blowing, so it was really an outstanding event. And then on Sunday, we have the DG's 5K Challenge Grand Cayman, which we are challenging everyone to come out, be part of an amazing program that is about being more healthy, getting out, exercising, but also about giving back to our community. And I'm so happy that Mr. Norm Klein is here from Apple Bay, who has been with us from day one, I believe, and who has been very generous to us and supporting the charity. They've even stepped up this year to be a platinum?
Diamond
sponsor. So big thank you to Mr. Norm and his team. But a big thank you to our charities. One to One, I think, who was here last time, but we have the Girls Brigade here and the Scouts Association. And these two associations have been around in the Cayman Islands from the time that I can remember. My daughter was in the Girls Brigade. Every national event that I attend, where there's parades, the Scouts are there, looking really outstanding and really shaping our young men into being productive citizens. I see a sense of pride. I see a sense of determination when I see the Girls Brigade following the Scouts, doing their marching as well, because they're always there, and it is I think it's a great sense, like I said, of pride that so many of our young people are getting involved in these programs, and I just want to say a big thank you to Melanie and Mr. Winston, who is here to represent those organizations, and to you, Mr. Connor, for all the work that you did as well as part of the Scouts. So it's a great event. We are asking the people of the Cayman Islands to come out to get healthy and give back to our community.
Okay. We're going to, since you recognized Appleby,
yes.
and senior partner is here, Mr. Norm Klein, we're going to have him respond to you and to talk about the good corporate citizen that his firm is.
Thank you, Ossie. This is our premier local event. We're very, very proud of our participation in this, and we're proud to champion it every year. The event complements our firm's corporate social responsibility and our strong commitment to wellness within our workplace and the community. We're very proud that we've been involved since inception, I think 2014 or 2015. It predates my tenure as managing partner, so I wasn't always at these press briefings, but very proud. And very honored to help raise money for always worthy organizations and charities. And again, this year, and a hat goes off to the charities because they do the real work. It's easy to give money. It's not as easy to actually be in the trenches and do the work that these people do within their organizations year after year.
So, Ms. Jen, let's talk about the big day, and so far, how it has been. Little Cayman Brac as well.
Yeah, no, as the DG said, we had a fantastic turnout, both in Little Cayman and Cayman Brac, and we had perfect weather and just a lot of fun. And it was really, really great to see so many members of the community there come out and support these amazing charities, you know, One-to-One, the Girls Brigade, and the Scouts that are doing such good work in the community. But it's really also, it was fantastic to see people coming together and having fun and just enjoying being out in the fresh air and catching up. And I think that's one of the great things about the DG 5K is that, and especially the one here, if you haven't come to the one in Grand Cayman, just the energy of the event, and you know, I call it the DG 5K magic. You come out and you see people that you haven't seen for a while, you get all pumped up at the start line, and it doesn't matter if you're, you know, one of the people competing for a podium finish or somebody who's just out for a morning stroll. You get caught up in the energy and you get chatting with people, and before you know it, you're around the 5K and it's all finished. And then we have some great raffle prizes as well at the end too. So it's something, I feel that obviously I'm completely biased, but I think it's something really special. And I just really want to encourage everybody, if you haven't registered yet, please do so. racecaribbean.net is where you go to register. The online registration closes at 5 o'clock on Wednesday.
Okay.
And the reason that you want to get registered before 5 o'clock on Wednesday is because the prices go up on Thursday. So you can still register in person on Thursday and Friday at the package pickup at the Government Admin Building Public Lobby, but the prices do go up by $10. It's $25 now for adults and $10 for kids if you register online. Civil servants can register using their payroll deduction. Just have your employee number handy. If you register in person on Thursday or Friday, expect to pay another $10 on top of that, and please bring exact cash. We prefer exact cash, but cash only. And if you are one of those really, really last-minute people and you come on race day, we're going to hit you for another $10 again. So racecaribbean.net before 5 o'clock on Wednesday to get registered online and take advantage of the lower registration fees.
Okay, let's talk about how the event has grown from strength to strength.
Okay. Well, I guess back in 2014, and this is probably the DG's story to tell, and maybe I'll turn it over to him to talk about how we got here.
Thank you. I began to really trying to get back into shape back in 20, what was it, 14?
It was 13.
But in 2012 was when I really started to get back out, do some 5Ks. And when I was looking around, I really didn't see a lot of civil servants. I didn't actually see a lot of Caymanians. It was a lot of foreign nationals who were here, who were out there running, giving back to our community. And I said, you know, how can we change this? And I began to sort of sponsor civil servants who said that they would do the 5K. Okay. So my office, even the governor would also pitch in from time to time, and we would pay for some person's registration fees just to get people out and active. And that went on for a while. And then I said to Miss Ahearn, you know, what else can we do to get more people out? And she said, well, maybe you should have your 5K. And I was like, well, I didn't think about that, but that was a great idea. So it started. And that very first year, we teamed up with, remember, Mr. Derek Haynes was running these marathons, and he was raising money for hospice and now Jasmine. And we said, okay, you know, let us see whether we could maybe get a few hundred people out and raise $5,000. But then we had a tremendous turnout. We had like 700 people show up, and we raised $12,500. So that was the first one. And then it has just really mushroomed into a spectacular event. In 2015, we raised $50,000 for the Special Olympics Cayman Islands, and that was to assist them in attending the Special Olympics in Los Angeles, I believe. And I must say, I recall watching the Cayman team, you know, walk out of the tunnel into the stadium, and it was a very proud moment to see that, you know, together we had, you know, worked hard to allow our Special Olympic athletes to achieve something really special. And in 2016, we gave $60,000 to the Cayman Heart Fund for state-of-art ambulance, which I think I've actually ridden in, and unfortunately. And in 2017, we raised $85,000 for the YMCA. They had the ropes challenge that you see up at Field of Dreams. That was done by the funds generated from the DG's 5K. And then we expanded in 2018 to numerous charities. So Feed Our Future, Meals on Wheels, Kiwanis Club of Grand Cayman. They had a great breakfast program. And then the Colonel's Care Center in Grand Cayman. And we found out that there were 2 little students in Little Cayman, so we gave them some money for a grow box. In 2019, we gave $82,000 to the Crisis Center, the Alex Panton Foundation, and the Special Needs Foundation, which is now, I think, is Inclusion Cayman.
Mm-hmm.
And 2022, $98,000 to the Cayman Islands Cancer Society, MS Foundation of the Cayman Islands, and Alzheimer's and Dementia Association of the Cayman Islands, ADASE. And then 2023 was really a great year, $82,500 for the Cayman Islands Red Cross, Loud Silent Voices, and United Against Bullying Foundation. And then last year, we gave $90,000 to Boys to Men, NCVO, and the Alison Keller Memorial Scholarship Fund. So in total, we have raised $649,000. So that has been an amazing achievement from a little idea of us raising $5,000. But it also demonstrates that if you put your mind to something, if you really dedicate yourself to something, you can achieve a lot. And what makes Cayman, I think, special is that there are so many people out there that want to help, that want to give back to the community, that want to see Cayman succeed. I mentioned Appleby, but we have so many other corporate sponsors who come on board every year and give back. And then, of course, our people who turn out in droves. We had over, I think, probably 1,500 people last year. Over 2,000 in total signed up for the DG's 5K. So we're now the largest 5K in the Cayman Islands. Very proud.
Yes.
But it's because of the people that live in the Cayman Islands who genuinely care about our community, who are willing to give back. So it's something very special, something that we should be proud of.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we're going to hear from 2 of the beneficiaries of the proceeds from the DG's 5K Challenge event taking place this coming Sunday. And later on, you'll hear about the route that it'll take as well. Miss Jennifer is she knows all of the technical details and stuff. We want to talk also about some of the rivalries, either internal within government or outside of government as well. So many rivalries that take place during this event as well. So folks, don't change that dial. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite Band-Aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. Don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Cayman Brand Source Home Gallery is having an appliance inventory reduction sale with up to 50% off selected appliances and 25% off all kitchen packages until March 31st. Enjoy discounts on luxury brands like Foster, Milano, and more. Refrigerators, wine coolers, and barbecue grills are all discounted. All appliances are included in the sale. Don't miss out. Shop now at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, and save big before prices rise in April. Call 623-5000 for more details or visit us today and take advantage of these incredible deals. Act fast before the best items are gone. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park. Call 623-5000.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts Building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ca. www.museum.ky for more information.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. In the studio here, we're talking about the Deputy Governor's 5K Challenge, which is taking place on Sunday, the 30th of March, here in Grand Cayman. Previously, on the 9th of March was Little Cayman, and on the 16th of March was Cayman Brac. The beneficiaries of the proceeds are the Cayman Islands Girls Brigade, the Cayman Islands Scout Association, and 1-to-1, which is formerly Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And previously, right here on For the Record, you heard about we heard from 1-to-1. So this morning we want to hear from the Girls Brigade and the Cayman Islands Scouts Association, Miss Melanie Ebanks-Jackson, who I am made to understand has she and her family, they have so far attended the two events.
Yes.
Yeah. Little Cayman, Cayman Brac, and of course, she will be here in Grand Cayman as well. So, Miss Melanie, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Connor, panelists, and the listening audience. Thank you so much for having me today to speak on the Girls Brigade. As mentioned, my name is Melanie Ebanks-Jackson. I am the Secretary of the National Council as well as Captain of the West Bay Girls Brigade Company.
Okay.
So the Girls Brigade in Cayman actually started way back in November 1946 by the late Miss Olive Miller of blessed memory. So she was then the organizer of the Girls Guildry back in Jamaica. So she saw the need to start it here, and hence we were born. So 78 years strong. We will be 79 years in November this year. So I dare say we're one of the oldest youth organizations in Cayman. So Girls Brigade is an international, interdenominational Christian youth organization for girls ranging from 5 to 18 years of age. It's a varied program offered designed to educate, challenge, and inspire girls in a safe environment of Christian teaching. So Girls Brigade is divided into 4 sections, which is dependent on age. So our very smallest one is our explorers. So they range from ages 5 to 7. Next, we move on to our junior section, which is ages 8 to 10, followed by our seniors at 11 to 13, and finally our brigaders, which is ages 14 to 18. Once a brigader, you can also participate in the Duke of Edinburgh International Award program at this stage. So our programs are very similar, so we're able to do both programs simultaneously. I myself am proud to say I did bronze, silver, and gold of DAV while at Girls Brigade. So it's a very inclusive program. So once we have the girls split in their ages, it's 4 different main areas that we focus on. Spiritual, because we are a Christian organization. So it's us gaining that deeper understanding of Christ as Savior and Lord. So we use an awesome resource from our counterparts in Northern Ireland. So they have nice journals that we use as activities and nice ways of bringing Christ to the girls, to bring them that spiritual nourishment. We also have a service element, which teaches the girls about helping out in the community and giving back. So their favorite is bake sales. So we love bake sales, and we actually donate to local charities or even our church pantries. Service elements also include visiting the elderly, which honestly is beneficial for both those visiting and the ones being visited. So it is a joint partnership there. We also joined with the Ministry of Sustainability to plant trees for the Queen's Jubilee. So there are very various things we can do in our service element. Next, we move on to educational. So it's about learning local crafts. We are very into our Caymanian culture. That's very important to us. So right in West Bay, we just recently had Miss Rose May Ebanks and her daughter Adonza coming to teach the girls how to plait the thatch. I was pleased that some girls knew. I myself didn't, but I learned, and I got a little keychain to show my work. So it's about us learning where we're from, and Caymanian cooking is another one. So whether it's baking cassava cakes or, fish and fritters or cornbread, the girls are in. So educational also gives us the opportunity to do collaboration with other subject matter experts. So recently we partnered with HMCI, so Earth Hazard Management. So at the beginning of hurricane season, we asked them to come in, just to remind them it's hurricanes, but guess what? It's more than hurricanes, it's natural disasters, other natural disasters. So how do you be prepared if it's a earthquake, if it's a tsunami? So the girls got to hear it from the experts, and it was some good learning and knowledge sharing that way. Also, our Family Resource Center, so October, Anti-Bullying Month, and they have a campaign. So some ladies came in and talked to us about, this is bullying, this is how you stand up for yourself. So it's just making them self-aware and getting that confidence that they need to succeed in life. Our last aspect is physical. So we're taking care of our bodies. We're getting sleep. We're doing everything we should be doing, like the DG5K, getting active and walking. Because at the end of the day, our bodies are a temple of God. So we get trainers to come in, whether it's Zumba or basketball or football, but it's just keeping them active in their lives. So as you can tell, indeed, it is a very varied program for girls of all ages and abilities. We've also worked with Inclusion Cayman because inclusion is very important in our organization, and that's important. Our motto is to seek, serve, and follow Christ. So we do this as leaders, and we try our best to instill this in the girls more. Not what we say, but how we act and what we do. So in Cayman, we have 5 companies. So whether you're in West Bay, Georgetown, Savannah, Bordentown, or Northside, there's a Girls Brigade company that we would love to welcome young girls between 5 and 18. Currently, we have about 150 girls in membership with around 35 dedicated and hardworking leaders who are all volunteers. So that's Girls Brigade in a nutshell.
Excellent. Paul, am I seeing?
He stepped away.
Oh, he stepped away. Okay. I was going to go to a break so that we wouldn't have to interrupt to go to a break with Winston. We'll work it out, though. So, Mr. Hale of the Cayman Islands Scout Association, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Thank you, OC. I'm tempted to say Chief Commissioner, knowing that you're wearing 2 hats. But thanks for your greeting and welcome. It's so great being here. And just to state that the mission of the Scout Association is to contribute to the holistic development and continuous education of young people. Some people think that scouting is a leisure time activity that you go up and have fun. Oh yes, it's that, but it's much more than that. It's a non-formal education movement, which is complementary to home and school. The program is carried out through the community-based and school-based unit on a weekly basis in an environment that is safe, cheerful, friendly. And so we have units now in all districts except for Cayman Brac. We are aiming to have our Cayman Brac unit resuscitated because it was suspended some years ago because of lack of leadership. We number just about under 200 now. It was significantly more, but we lost some of our units during COVID. And we're seeking to have those school-based units that have been suspended restored, in short, order to include the extension program that we ran in Lighthouse School, which is a special kind of program for youngsters who are challenged physically and otherwise. History. So scouting came to Grand Cayman in the late 1920s.
Ooh.
Yes. We were ahead of you, America. Around about 1928, by one Reverend Ed Beale, a Presbyterian minister, yes, your church, out of Jamaica. And unfortunately, when he departed these islands, some years after, there was a lapse. And of course, scouting has had its honeymoon period, its high and lows, and its good period. But in 1935, one Mr. Ernest Panton took on the great challenge of having it resuscitated here. And the movement grew. It expanded to all the districts. And there are a number of things that happened that never happened before. For example, a number of the Sea Scouts went on to become members of the Royal Naval Reserve in Trinidad. During that period, too, a number of the Scouts went to sea at young as age 15, some of them. And so the Sea Scouting heritage that Cayman enjoy, may I say, was born out of, if I may say so, out of scouting. And they were formidable seamen, gaining the descriptive expression of iron men on wooden ships. And so the heritage that we now celebrate and enjoy comes from that period. The movement is the largest youth movement in the world, some 58 million and still growing. And here in Cayman, I did say we have just under 200. And with the hope of having the numbers go back to what it was prior to COVID. Our training program relates to what we call core scouting values. We talk about trustworthiness, loyalty, friendliness, comradeship, courageous, productivity, honesty, dependability, civic-mindedness, patriotism, cleanliness in thoughts, words,
and deeds.
And let me dare say, it's not easy in executing the program these days when there's so many challenges of conflicting views as it relates to traditional values. It's difficult, particularly because social media is trending and is capturing the attention of our young people and leading a lot of them. I'm going to be in trouble for saying this, but it's true. Leading some of them in directions that we fear. But we are holding our own, and we have quite a number of young people who have been participating and who have benefited from the program.
Yes. We have is he now Chief Superintendent or Superintendent in the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service, Mr.
Roger Williams, who is now, he's one of our own of recent times, who is now Superintendent of Police. And we have a long list of them. There's Brian Seals, who is pilot at Cayman Airways. We have Edison Jackson, one of our Queen Scout, who is senior civil engineer at NRA. We have a Devontae Wright, who is at the fire department and is doing extremely well. We have a long list of people who continue to hold their own, carve their niche, and are contributing significantly to nation building.
Okay. With that, we're going to take a commercial break, folks. We're talking about the DG's 5K Challenge taking place on Sunday, the 30th of March. In the studio with me, we have the DG himself, Honorable Franz Manderson, managing partner at Applebee's, Mr. Norman Klein, Miss Jennifer Ahearn, who is the brains and the muscle behind the DG's 5K. We have Miss Melanie Ebanks-Jackson from the Girls Brigade, and you heard the voice of Mr. Winston Hale from the Cayman Islands Scout Association. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we will continue to talk about the DG's 5K Challenge. Don't change that dial. We will be back shortly.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways Reservations on 949 949-2311. And don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on board a uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite band-aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. But don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. Before we went to the break, I informed you who was in the studio. We were talking about the DJ's 5K challenge. You were hearing the voice of Mr. Winston Hale from the Cayman Islands Scout Association. And for those of you who may think that I'm giving him a little bit more talking time than others, that is really not the case. But I want to give him an opportunity to finish with his comments. And also, for those of you who are curious out there who have youngsters who may be interested in either the Girls Brigade or the Scouts movement, we want to give some information out in terms of how they can make contact with the organizations as well. Go ahead, Winston.
So if I may continue to state that the funds derived from this major event will serve to boost our finances greatly, as we, first of all, seek to upgrade the consort of instruments we have for a band. That's the main thing. We have a band that is very involved in the life of the community, participates and lead many parades, church parades, community events, play as very recently as a month ago at the Pines, and this is something they do several times in the course of the year to entertain the residents of the Pines. Scouting is very involved in the life of the community in respect of its community service activities and programs. And so there's this great involvement, there's this great push, and youngsters are really encouraged but also rewarded for their participation in community-related activities. There's a wide range of these in which we're involved. We also now have our own headquarters, thanks to, I'm going to get in trouble to mention Mr. Charles Jennings, but he was the one who championed the cause and helped to raise significant sums of money, a lot of which is his very own funds. And so we now have a wonderful building on Middle Road, of which we are really very, very proud. And so,
and the CIG, over 200,000, as well as the property.
Absolutely.
The lease.
I could never forget to mention the government's involvement, plus the lease of the property on which the headquarters is built. And so we have to consider the ongoing maintenance cost of keeping that building, that property, in good shape. And so we do have heavy costs. In addition, we are in a dire need of transportation. I dare say my personal vehicle has become the main means, and other individuals too, the main means of transportation for equipment when we have camps and other type of activities, and to transport our members. And so we are in dire need of transportation, maintenance of our building, and equipment for a band.
Okay, Ms. Mel, I want you to pass out some information in terms of how, if someone has an interest in their child joining.
Okay, sure.
Go
Thank
right
you,
ahead.
Mr. Connor. They can contact me directly. My number is 916-6273.
Come a little closer
Sorry.
to the mic for us.
So,
you can pull it.
yeah.
Yeah, it can move. Yeah.
All right. So they can contact me directly at 916-6273. We also have a website, girlsbrigade.ky, and on there, the emails address of each company, so they can email directly, and the company lead will respond to them and give them further details. Our child protection and data protection policies are also listed there. So yes, that's very important to us. So yes, either one of those ways are great ways to contact us.
Excellent. And they can be assured that their child or children are in good hands.
Yes,
Not all
absolutely.
state, but in good hands.
Absolutely.
Winston?
And I can be reached, Winston Hale, at 939-8813 or 949-1515. Or website, ciscouts.com.
Okay. Miss Jennifer, Paul, just to let you know that we're going to continue on after headline news until 9:15 as well. I'm going to throw it over to you now, Miss Jennifer.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I'd like to take a second to really acknowledge our sponsors. The DG spoke earlier about how we've raised $649,000 over the years to donate to the various charities and really hopefully make a difference in the community with those funds. But we could not have done it without the generous support of our corporate sponsors. Appleby, who is represented here this morning by Mr. Norman Klein, they've come up big for us every year, and this year they've gone up to the diamond level sponsorship. So they joined us as gold sponsors initially. They moved up to platinum when we first introduced that level of support, and then this year when we introduced diamond, Appleby was like, yep, we're there, we're all in. So huge thanks to the team at Appleby, who I will add are the current holders of the corporate cup for the most participants by a private sector company. They wrestled it out of the hands of Maples, who had held it, I think, since we introduced it.
That's correct.
So Appleby are defending their title this year as the corporate cup champions, but are also our diamond sponsors. So a huge thanks to Appleby. This year, Butterfield, when Appleby stepped up to diamond, Butterfield stepped up to platinum. So we're very, very grateful to Butterfield Bank for increasing their level of support to platinum level sponsors this year. At gold, we have Ernst & Young, we have Cineco, Davenport Development, and the Cayman Islands Civil Service Association Cooperative Credit Union, and DART. And this year at the halfway point, we have the Health Services Authority. So you'll be in very good hands at the halfway point. It will be the Health Services Authority there cheering you on and encouraging you around to the finish line. We have 3 water stops this year. We have one sponsored by PwC, another by Maples, and Deloitte have come on board as water stop sponsors. And at silver, we have Denton's, Walker's, KPMG, Health City, Circumference FS, London and Amsterdam, and Chris Johnson and Associates. So just a huge thanks to the corporate sponsors who have continued to support us, who have allowed us to be able to maximize the funds that we donate to the charities that we're fundraising for, and who also bring out their teams in force. So we'll have to wait and see if anybody unseats Appleby as the holders of the corporate cup this year. And just to remind everybody, racecaribbean.net is where you need to go to get signed up.
Okay, before we go to our next break, Mr. Klein, can you speak of some of the characteristics that your company will look at in terms of things that you sponsor, certain organizations that you look towards assisting, what do you look for?
Well, I mean, I think this year's beneficiaries are a good example. They're next generation beneficiaries, right? All 3 of them, including the 2 here today. So that's very important to us because the youth and development of youth is very important everywhere, but here in the Cayman Islands. We look for long-established organizations, and I was very humbled to hear the history of the Girls Brigade and the Scouts Association's beginnings in Cayman. They go back very, very long, and we're very proud of our own heritage in Cayman. We consider this year marks the 80th anniversary of when Clifton Hunter established the legal practice. So we feel some kindred spirit with the two charities today. And finally, I think organizations where we hope that our staff can somehow feel some sort of belonging or participation. It's not just giving money to organizations, but we would really prefer organizations where our staff are either involved or would like to get involved.
Excellent, excellent. So, Paul, I'm going to throw it back to you now for headline news. I must say that our panelists, they have agreed to stay on for an additional 15 minutes. We want to give them an opportunity to cover everything. And, of course, Ms. Jennifer is going to give you more details, about the event itself, the route that it is going to take, and all of those important matters as well. Some of you may want to think or question some of your family members to find out who in your family was a Girl Guide or a Boy Scout or a Cub even, because some may have been a Cub Scout and not gone any higher. Some may have been Sea Scouts, which is what they were called in the Cayman Islands at that time. And, as well, we continue to hear, people like Dr. Steve McField talk about his experience and going off to Jamaica for a jamboree. And those days you could actually transport turtle meat with you. So, that was what they cooked over there, for the jamboree as well. Don't change that dial. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Covering Little Cayman, Cayman Bride. Cover me.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
Radio Cayman continues its live in-studio debates tonight. This evening, hear directly from candidates from Georgetown West and East from 7 to 10 p.m. right here on Radio Cayman. Talks between U.S. and Russian officials on a possible peace deal in Ukraine are taking place in Saudi Arabia. Ukraine's defense minister says Kyiv-U.S. discussions on Sunday, also held in Riyadh, were, quote, productive. Russia says today's talks have been focusing on the safety of shipping in the Black Sea. Russian attacks on Ukraine continued overnight as the Russian military says they intercepted 28 Ukrainian drones. Ukraine also says it has destroyed 4 military helicopters. And Greenland's politicians have condemned plans for high-profile U.S. visits in the wake of President Donald Trump's threats to take over the island. Second Lady Usha Vance will make a cultural visit this week, and a separate trip is expected from Trump's national security advisor. Outgoing Greenlandic Prime Minister Mute Edgege described the plan as aggressive and said the duo had not been invited for meetings. Meanwhile, the island's likely next leader accused the U.S. of showing a lack of respect. Those are your headlines. I'm Karsley Fuller.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Do you have a healthcare question but not sure who to ask? Contact HSA's Patient Call Center to speak to one of our experienced clinical team members. We are here to answer your questions and help guide you through your healthcare journey. Need to make an appointment? Our team can help. Contact HSA at 949-8600 or email info@hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record in the studio, giving us a little bit more time than they originally agreed to. But you know me, when things start enjoying it, I like to continue. So we're talking about the DG's 5K taking place next Sunday, the 30th. Beneficiaries will be the Cayman Islands Scout Association, also the Girls Brigade. If I said Girls Guide earlier, forgive me. There's a distinction between the two, as well as one-to-one, formerly Big Brothers and Big Sisters. They're the beneficiaries of the proceeds. We have the sponsor, the Diamond sponsor, Applebee's. They're represented by Mr. Managing Partner, Mr. Norman Klein. Of course, the Deputy Governor, Honorable Franz Manderson, is in the studio, as well as Ms. Jennifer Ahearn, who is the Chief Sustainability Officer in the Office of the Deputy Governor. She also is the co-chair of the DG's 5K Challenge Planning Committee. So I'm going to pass the mic over to her again.
Great. Thank you very much. So, yes, very excited. This weekend is the grand finale here in Grand Cayman. We've had some successful events and a fantastic time in Little Cayman and Cayman Brac. But this Sunday, the 30th, is the big event here in Grand Cayman. I mentioned earlier that online registration closes on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So you really want to make sure that you go to racecaribbean.net and get signed up today before that online registration closes. The registration right now is $25 for adults, which are 18 years and older, and it's $10 for youth, 17 and under. Civil servants can use their payroll deduction, so just have your employee number ready when you go to racecaribbean.net. And do it before 5 o'clock on Wednesday, because when you come to register in person on Thursday or Friday, the fees will go up by $10. So race package pickup is going to be Thursday and Friday at public lobby of the Government Administration Building, and we will also be doing in-person registration there. As I mentioned, the entry fee will go up to $35 for adults and $20 for children, 17 and under. We do ask that you bring cash. We can only do cash for those. And then on Sunday, if you come out race day, if you wake up Sunday morning and realize that you've somehow forgotten to register, but you still really want to come and be part of the fun, the entry fee goes up to $45 for adults and $30 for children 17 and under. But racecaribbean.net is where you need to go before the close of business on Wednesday. And then come in on Thursday and Friday to pick up your shirts and your race numbers. It's a timed race, so we do assign, there's a timing chip in your racing bib. Please make sure that you wear your number. We've had a couple of times where we've had people swap out numbers, and it's led to all kinds of confusion because we have age group prizes for second and third. And we had one time where within the family they'd kind of rushed out of the house and all just pinned on various numbers. And one of the children, I think, got a time in the 50-plus age group or vice versa, something like that. So please do wear your assigned number. We are starting and finishing at the Government Administration Building. The race starts at 6:30 a.m. promptly. I can assure you Ventisha Connolly is our race marshal and leader of logistics, and she is a stickler for an on-time start. So please make sure that you do come with enough time to be ready to go. We'll have some music playing before to sort of get the vibes going. There will be parking behind, it's not immigration anymore, but the old immigration building, the CBC headquarters.
Yeah.
That's not the headquarters, but the CBC building. There's the parking lot there. We do encourage you to carpool. We, as the DG mentioned earlier, we get over 1,500 people most years, and so that's a lot of people to get into the space. So if you can carpool, that would be great. And we would ask that you please bring your reusable water bottle. So we will have some water stops available as you go around the course, but we do want to try and minimize the amount of waste that gets generated from the event. So we ask people to bring your own water bottle, BYOB for water, and just come out and have some fun.
Excellent. DG?
Yeah. Thank you. As you can see, Miss Ahearn is putting on her sustainability hat, making sure that we are all doing our part. So thank you for that. But if I could sum things up, so when we see things that are wrong in our community, everyone says that our young people don't have enough to do. So here's an opportunity to be part of a solution. When you hear the work of the Girls Brigade, the work of the Scouts, one-to-one, who wants to use the money to expand their mentorship programs for our young people. These are very special charities that deserve our support. The government can't do everything, and we rely heavily on our partners in the private sector, whether it's charities or our corporate citizens, to work with us for the betterment of our people. And this is an excellent chance right here for the people of the Cayman Islands to spend $25 and you can be part of something really amazing. So please come out on Sunday. As Ms. Ahearn said, register early. Don't wait till the last minute. Register early. I registered online. It is seamless. You can get it all done in 5 minutes. And see you on Sunday. So thank you very much.
Okay. So, Mr. Klein, what are the plans, or I don't know if you want to give them, reveal them in terms of holding on to that title for your company?
Yes, competition's always good, isn't it? Well, we are making endless plugs and reminders to all our staff to register, but they've got to go beyond that. They've got to register their friends and family with them as well, because we need the numbers. That's what we do, and we are looking forward to bettering our number from last year, hopefully, and that's all we can do. But yes, competition is definitely good.
Okay, and Ms. Mel, your organization?
Likewise, I wanted to touch a little bit on what Ms. Jennifer said earlier. So I've been volunteering with the registration team for the DG 5K Challenge for about 3 years now, but never did the Sister Islands. So I wanted to challenge myself this year. So I tagged along my 10-year-old Hannah, and off to the Little Cayman we went first. And it was a fabulous experience, followed by the BRAC. So who would have thought at a halfway point in Little Cayman we were getting treats? I'm like, yes, let's go. And then I'm like,
cookies.
Is this really a walk? This is great, And then on the way back, there are people taking pictures of birds, and I'm like, this is just awesome. It was just a really great atmosphere. Likewise on Cayman BRAC, the hospitality of those on the BRAC, and seeing so many of us, and even the running club from Grand Cayman came over to Cayman BRAC to support it. So it was great seeing private and public sector get together just for this worthy cause. So I just, again, want to encourage people who may have not had that opportunity to make sure to go ahead, register, as Ms. Jennifer said, and just, we can do this. And it's such a great, all the causes are so worthy. So definitely on my end, I've already got group registrations for each company. I'm like, hey, we got to get this done. So yeah, we're even trying to get hats. We wanted to wear the DG shirt, but we're like, we got to make people know we're here. What are we going to do? So stay tuned. Maybe more will come that way. But in closing, I just wanted to thank you, Mr. Connor, and the listening audience for tuning in this morning. I trust that after listening to the segment, the audience is more aware of Girls Brigade and what it offers to girls right here who are ages 5 to 18. I'd like to also thank the Deputy Governor for selecting Girls Brigade as one of the recipients this year. Not only will it provide significant financial resources to us to continue our great work and help build leaders, but it also brings awareness to the community to remind them that, hey, Girls Brigade is still here, you know, please come and support this dynamic organization. So thank you all very much.
Certainly. Winston?
Thank you, O.C. It's a wonderful feeling I'm having sitting right next to you here, Melanie. And to let the general public know that the Girl Brigades and Scouting goes a long way back, and we have had an excellent working relationship over the years. By the way, I'm really very jealous sitting here and hear you talk about the wonderful time you had at a BRAC while I was stuck here in Grand Cayman. There were so many things that were on my shoulders, so regrettably I wasn't able to make it. But just to state now that the Scout Association is indeed honored and elated to be chosen as one of the beneficiaries from the proceeds of the 2025 DG's event. We are more so elated and delighted at the fact that, DG, you keep referring to our organizations as being amazing.
Yeah.
That signal to us that our continued work with young people in this island, contributing to nation building in the work that we do, it's not gone unnoticed.
It hasn't.
And it makes us really feel really very happy and very good. So on behalf of the Scout Association, I record our sincere gratitude to you, sir, to Miss Ahearn, and your hardworking team for your thoughtful consideration. Thank you so much. And let me know very quickly, issue a clarion call to all the individuals out there, or members, their families, friends, and community people to register. Last year, the event raised $90,000. I have a hunch that this year it's going to exceed 100,000.
Let's go. Let's go.
Certainly.
Yeah. Before you go, Mr. Connor, my mother has messaged me to remind me that my Uncle Jimmy and my Uncle Tony were both scouts.
Okay.
We went off to a jamboree somewhere. So, those are two very important men in my life. And, thanks to the scouts, I have two amazing uncles, so thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, DG, I must say, sir, we won't hold it against you. The fact that we love you just the same, and thanks for everything you do.
And Miss Jenna, I would imagine that the Little Cayman event, more people would probably want to go there, but I would imagine that the logistics as far as flights and possibly accommodations would be some hindrance.
Yeah, I think this year, because we moved it into March, I think we also ran into some school breaks. And so I know DG and I were actually scrambling to get our flights and accommodation booked. But it's a good problem to have. It means that Little Cayman is busy, that they're getting lots of visitors. And we did have quite a few visitors come out and participate. We had one family of 9. So, 3 generations, I guess, of the family that came out on race day in Little Cayman as well, which was fantastic. But the DG is hoping to announce next year's dates early.
Okay.
So that people will be able to make their plans early and hopefully be able to join us for Little Cayman and Cayman BRAC next year.
Okay. Well, I just want to add to and say thank you all. Thanks, DG, for all that you do, Ms. Jennifer. As well, all that your office does, to help the people of the Cayman Islands, the reps from the Girls Brigade and the Cayman Islands Scout Association as well. We know the history, we know exactly what you have both contributed to the Cayman Islands, and our corporate citizen. You said 80 years, was that?
80 years.
80 years, and Mr. Clifton Hunter, he was part of my headmaster group when I attended what is now Georgetown Primary School, along with T.E. McField, teacher Timothy McField, as well, Mr. Clifton Hunter while he was still in the teaching profession, was my headmaster there as well. And our cycling group, which includes, we have a group called Gramps. We have a group called Early Breakers, and we have the East End Cycling Group with Nobody's Group. I have already spoken to them yesterday, and we're going to show up at the start to show our support, as well, for this. So we'll be out there on our bicycles. Unfortunately, because of the cycling equipment that we use, the shoes that we wear, we walk like penguins on a duck because they have cleats, in the sole, so we can't really, run or walk in them. But we will show our support as well. I want to thank all of our listeners as well. We're going to take a commercial break now. When we return, the phone lines will be open. I know some of you are chomping at the bit to call in and want to talk about other things as well. So the phone lines will be open after we return from this commercial break. Please stay tuned. We will be back shortly.
Did you know that you can send money transfers to financial institutions anywhere in Jamaica with JN Money?
You mean I can send money straight to my account and cut out the middleman?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You send your own money to your own account, giving you peace of mind that the money is in your account.
JN Money Transfers to Financial Institution is another convenient service offered by JN Money. You can have this done from any JN Money location. Deposit your money straight to your account without the hassle of asking someone to do it for you. JN Money Transfers to Financial Institutions, making life easier.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts Building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky for more information.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite band-aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. But don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price and a service to make you smile. Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. For those of you who are heading west, heading into town, and if you are east of Hurley's Grand Harbor, we are informed that there is a traffic accident in the westbound lane heading into town, and as a result of that, you may be experiencing some additional delays in your commute towards town this morning. So we just wanted to point that out to you. Also to remind you that the phone lines are now open. We have a toll-free number provided courtesy of Flo. So if you're calling from a Flo number, you can call toll-free 1-800-534-8255. You can also call us on 949-8037, 949-6990. WhatsApp number 925-3261. We can only accommodate one caller at a time from that number, but please feel free to call in. The lines are open, so anything that you may want to talk about, please feel free to do so. I'm going to look for some of her. Let's see now. We want to see. Okay, this one, Royal Cayman Islands Police Service. Like I mentioned, I believe I mentioned it. Maybe I didn't. So I'll mention it now that I believe one of her first fatalities or murders, I should say, or alleged murder, because I guess it becomes a murder once the person has been convicted, arrested, charged, and convicted. So we know that someone has been arrested in relation to a murder in Georgetown. And here's the Royal Cayman Islands Police Services release in relation to that. It says shortly after 4:20 a.m. on Sunday, the 23rd of March, police responded to a report of a murder at a location on Mary Street in Georgetown. On arrival at the scene, officers observed a body located behind a building. A police cordon was put in place while officers carried out their investigations. The police then confirmed that the deceased is Mr. Lincoln Silburn, a 63-year-old man of Georgetown. The Royal Cayman Islands Police express their condolence to the family and friends of the deceased. They have arrested a 33-year-old woman of Bordentown on suspicion of murder. Detectives are investigating the matter. As an added precaution, the community can expect to see increased police presence, including patrols in the vicinity. And of course, the investigators are encouraging witnesses to come forward and assist with the investigation. If anyone was a witness to this incident or has any information about the incident, we know, and also if you want to provide tips anonymously, you can call the confidential tip line, which is 949-7777, or you can go via their website as well. And you can also submit tips anonymously via Cayman Crime Stoppers, their website, or by downloading the Cayman Crime Stoppers app as well. We know that there are persons who continuously express their reluctance or hesitation in terms of informing the police about incidents because they're fearful that their identity may be revealed. We hope and we trust that the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service can overcome the stigma that is attached to that so that people can come forward when they are in possession of valuable information that can either help in the prosecution or the apprehension of criminals as well. So we need to get over that hump as far as public confidence is concerned as well. I am still looking for the information in relation to the release by the supervisor of elections in relation to the discrepancy on a nomination form of one of the candidates. So before I ad lib on that, I want to find the exact information. Meanwhile, folks, the whole Another topic that is emerging, and I'm sure that people will be talking about it, and who knows, maybe discussed at the forums or the debates that are taking place during this election cycle as well. So the Cayman Islands government has confirmed that the exit agreement negotiation period with the DART consortium on the Integrated Solid Waste Management System project, commonly known as REGEN, expired on Friday, the 28th of February 2025. As a result, the Integrated Solid Waste Management System project has terminated with several residual issues remaining unresolved. In parallel, the government continues discussions on the National Roads Authority Development Agreement. CIG is also pursuing separate discussions concerning land acquisition in Barker's National Park through established appropriate channels. Following the termination of the Integrated Solid Waste Management System project, CIG is required to pay invoices totaling $17.7 million for work completed by the DART consortium and verified by the government. This work was carried out at the consortium cost and ahead of financial close, with the intent to reduce the length of the build program for the new Integrated Solid Waste Management Project facilities. So $17 million, they have explained, what it is for. It is for work that had been completed and invoiced, is totaling that amount before the end period of the agreement as well. We have a caller on hold. We're going to take a commercial break so that we don't have to interrupt the caller. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
She hear clunk and her car stop. I was just about to send her some money, so I send it straight to her JN Money Transfer card. It cost me less, and perhaps she use the card, pay the garage right away. She'll get discount through the JN Rewards program in Jamaica. This card make things easy. You can even get funds at any multi-link ATM.
JN Money Transfer Card. Fast, affordable, convenient. Tell your loved ones in Jamaica about it. Sign up is free.
Easter vacation is just around the corner, and Cayman Airways has added multiple extra flights to some of your favorite destinations, some of mine too. Look here, they got seats available now for booking on extra Easter flights between Grand Cayman and Kingston, La Ceiba, Miami, Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and you can even catch a non-stop flight to Montego Bay for Easter. Check it out. You can visit CaymanAirways.com, contact a local travel agent, or call Cayman Airways Reservations on 949-2311. Oh, don't wait too long though, because these extra Easter seats always sell fast. Be sure to add your Sir Turtle Rewards number to your booking so you can earn more miles for more free trips this year. Well, I know where I'm going. I'll see you on board our uniquely Caymanian airline for Easter. Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market. Cayman Brand Source Home Gallery is having an appliance inventory reduction sale with up to 50% off selected appliances and 25% off all kitchen packages until March 31st. Enjoy discounts on luxury brands like Foster, Milano, and more. Refrigerators, wine coolers, and barbecue grills are all discounted. All appliances are included in the sale. Don't miss out. Shop now at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, and save big before prices rise in April. Call 623-5000 for more details or visit us today and take advantage of these incredible deals. Act fast before the best items are gone. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park. Call 623-5000.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning. Welcome back to For the Record. About half an hour left to go in the show this morning. We have a caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Morning, O.C.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, I wanted to call earlier, but then afterwards I said I would call later because you see they had no guests in the studio, and then I hear you with these.
Well, I didn't have any at that time between 7:30 and 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. O.C., I'm hearing calls from the powers to increase the retirement age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 65 now?
I think, yes, I believe that it is 65, or the age where you can collect
So
the
where
pension.
is it? Where is it they want to raise it to? What kind of retirement are people going to have if they raise it now from 65? What I'm saying is that our people, as far as I can see, are not even living to retirement age no more. They're dropping out in the 60s. So I think what they should do before they raise the retirement age is to investigate or look into our health care or something like that, and or the way we our lifestyle, the food we eating, or get some nutritional kind of programs established. And
Well, there are some, there are some that have been in place, but some people are not as diligent and as attentive, let's say, as you are, who are so health conscious and stuff. Other people some people just don't have an interest in it, and you can't force them.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying, it should put some emphasis in because they're very keen on raising the retirement age. But if we're not living to retirement age, I don't see the benefit of raising the retirement age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what we should look at maybe if the retirement age remains the same, but make it optional that people can continue, because what I believe a lot of companies are doing is they're using that retirement age to get rid of people at that point in time rather than continuing to employ them. So if there was some way that a law was crafted that allowed them to that mandated that people could stay on until a given period of time. Because what is happening, and I think you identify this, is that, if you're receiving an annuity, let's say, what you're getting from that, unless you have savings otherwise, you simply can't live on it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to touch on.
Yeah.
It depends on then your retirement package,
Mm-hmm.
What would be your income after you retire?
Yeah.
So I think that would be another thing that could be looked into, because like some people are telling me that they can't even pay light bill and water bill with their income from retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So and if there was also some sort of employment, especially into the government, where I see they have all these different securities here and there, and a lot of the securities that I see within government, or see, they're playing more like a clerk type job. They're answering the phone. They're taking your names and writing it on a pad. Those kind of thing. I don't think that's security work to say. So in that case, if that what consists of, then we could also use our retiree people to do those kind of jobs if we're going to retire them early.
Yep.
You know?
I agree.
I go to the admin building and there's people just standing around, and if I have to go upstairs to see one of the ministers or somebody, I'm having a person who don't know me escort me upstairs to someone who they don't know. Who they don't know. So you know, we need that whole thing need to be revamped too.
Well, you know, have you heard anyone, any of the candidates on their platform talk about it so far?
Oh, see, there's a lot of things that these people not talking about. I mean, I think it's just a popularity. I'm sure now to see who can win. You know, and I don't know who going to win, but I can tell you one thing this time. Normally I could make a call, but this time I know one thing. There got to be 40 people that got to be very disappointed. I know that for sure. Huh? 59 people running for 19 seats. So 40 people got definitely be disappointed.
So how you think how are things looking? Any predictions?
I think whether they like it or not, but I think independents got to play a major role again. According to what I'm analyzing the whole thing, and the people that are running, that I think are capable of getting elected, are not with a party. Quite a few of them are not with a party, and I think independents got to play a role again.
But are they really independent?
Well,
or are they just independent to be, being on the ballot paper?
They're not. I'm not saying they're not associated with a party, but they're not publicly saying that they are with, or that they're not being endorsed by a party out publicly.
But then how can you trust those people to put them in government if they're already sort of like hiding things from you?
So what about the people now that have formed party that was independent before too, that walked away? I mean, leopards don't change their color that easy. What about you? Can you think because now they're saying that they are a party man that they're going to gel them together?
Well, at least, well, it depends on the party constitution. You can't stop someone from leaving, but at least you know where they are, for the moment.
For the moment to get elected.
Yeah. Until
you get in cabinet and a discrepancy comes up, and you pick up your marbles, grab up your marbles and run home. You know how that went back in the day.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm also looking at. So not because you tell me that you're a party and that party thing, they're saying that they're a member of a party now. That might just mean that because people are saying, oh, we disenchanted with independence behavior, now we got to run and join a party to please the public's wishes, so we can be elected on that party title, and then once we get elected, then we're free to do whatever we want to do. We can walk away whenever we want to walk away and go and join another group and break up this group because we never get what we wanted over in the group that I signed up for in the first place. So I'm looking at it, and as far as I can see, I think those people that are saying that they are independent are going to play a role.
But remember, you called up one time and you say that they, based on the number of independents, that they could actually end up
form the government.
Form the government. But what you have to look at that much more closely. I thought about it after and actually looked at it. And there are some constituencies where you have up to three independents vying for one seat. So you can't count the all three of them because there's only one seat to be filled.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to take.
I thought about that.
You have to
too.
take that into consideration. Yeah.
But still, it's 24 independents.
Okay.
So, it's 24 independents. So you can get quite a few if they're successful. That would be in some major type of command if he was to get elected, you know?
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, if time allows, I'm going to read the release from the supervisor of elections in relation to the nomination incident that we had in terms and what was said about that, and then see what the law says as well, hopefully.
Touching on that, and the fact still remains that the person were not qualified to nominate someone, or was it the fault of the elected office?
I am not sure. I don't know the details in terms of how it occurred. I can say this much, that in the time when I was a deputy supervisor along with Mr. Kerner Gomez as a supervisor, and also Mr. Colfer Scott as the deputy supervisor, that the procedure was that you provided each returning officer or deputy returning officer, as the case may be, you provided them with the official register of voters that is being used at that point in time. That is the register of electors that they should consult to determine whether or not the person who is nominating the candidate is registered in that district. I can only say that much, and would hope and trust and believe that the current system still that still obtains with the current system. What transpired at that nomination station, I really don't know, at this point in time, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Sure. We have another caller on hold. We're going to take our last commercial break. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
Step back in time and discover the rich history of the Cayman Islands at the National Museum. Located on the waterfront in Georgetown, the National Museum is proudly housed in the Old Courts building, Cayman's oldest standing public building. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage and culture. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And here's the best part, Saturdays are free for residents. Don't forget to visit our museum gift shop. Every purchase helps preserve our artifacts and the historic building we call home. Visit www.museum.ky for more information.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Cayman Brand Source Home Gallery is having an appliance inventory reduction sale with up to 50% off selected appliances and 25% off all kitchen packages until March 31st. Enjoy discounts on luxury brands like Foster, Milano, and more. Refrigerators, wine coolers, and barbecue grills are all discounted. All appliances are included in the sale. Don't miss out. Shop now at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, and save big before prices rise in April. Call 623-5000 for more details or visit us today and take advantage of these incredible deals. Act fast before the best items are gone. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park. Call 623-5000. Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We're in the last leg of the show this morning. Before I go to the caller, one person has written and said, morning OC, I heard the announcement about the government owing the DART group $17 million for the regen. I hope this is the correct amount in favor, as I understand that the last government transferred land to the DART group before the deal was fully agreed. I also heard that there are negotiations with the NRA agreement in respect of Barkers. I hope that there are no connections. I also hope that the government gets a good lawyer for both of these issues so that we get the best deal for the country. So I want to thank that person who wrote that. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Oh, no. See how you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, God. I guess I'm all right. You know, it could be a lot worse.
So true.
Well, see, I just want to let the Cayman Black people know, at this time when they go to the polls and vote, they need to be very careful who they put an X for this go round. Because I'm not asking this, I can tell you this. It's certain people here that is voting for certain districts wants to pretty much sell everything out. And some that don't want. So I just hope the people here in Cayman Black realize what they are doing before they make that X. And I call it in a one name because I don't want to get in any problem. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Another thing. When last did the MLAs go around on the island and check on the old people, the elder people, and the younger people to look at some of their positions? You know, a couple of days ago, I can tell you, right? I had to ask people for food. I can't even get a job in my own place. Why? Foreigners. On the wage, paying them little of nothing, and that's for the Caymanians. Can't have no work. And our own government and our own people is allowing this to happen. And it's the truth, see.
I don't doubt you. Don't doubt you in any way.
It's the government who is doing this. This needs to stop. It's not all about the money. The money will be here when we all gone. Look after our people. And they got to stop this foolishness, man. They need to stop looking about money all the time.
Caymanians first. Caymanians first.
Caymanians first. Just look after your own people. It's ridiculous what's going on around here, man. Every week, I can watch them coming on the plane. Where they coming from? Where they going? How they working? I don't know. But to me, I know what with none of them. And that's that, because I already told them, don't come to my door, don't ask me for no vote. It's all for on the self. Once on the get in, on the forgets about the Caymanian people, and that is the truth. There's only one that I really see, and I can call his name on the radio. It is Kenneth Bryan. He is the only one.
So caller, you have no expectations then of the government that comes into power after the election. You have no expectations whatsoever because you're not voting.
No.
Okay.
To me, the part about it, the people who's already in get used to the system and they can work and manipulate the system to do what they want to do. That's it, and that's the truth, man. I don't care who like it. And number three, you got politicians there. They got every one of their family. They got a government job. But as soon as one other person go and ask them not, they can get a job now. Or a long story short, can't hear nothing back. You see?
Mm-hmm.
It's called corruption. That's what it's called. And I told them, don't come to my door because they are all for themselves. They don't give nothing about the Caymanian people. They only do it just for time, just to shut us up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for everyone of them. I don't care if they like it, that's their problem, or don't.
Okay. All right, caller, thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm sure that people of Cayman Brac are listening to you as well. So, folks, I have about 8 minutes left. We're going to close off the phone lines because I want to share this release. It's on the Elections Office website, and it reads, the Elections Office confirms Osborne Borden remains a candidate for the Bordentown West. Says Grand Cayman, 23rd of March 2026, Mr. Osborne Borden remains a candidate for the Bordentown West electoral district. To be nominated as a candidate in the general elections, an individual must meet the eligibility criteria set out in the Constitution. Candidates must submit a completed nomination form signed by at least 2 registered voters from the relevant electoral district. On nomination day, the 3rd of March 2025, a nominator at the time of signing the nomination paper for Mr. Borden was listed on the January official list of electors as an elector in the Prospect electoral district. Therefore, the nomination was not technically, the nominator was not technically a Bordentown West elector at the time of the nomination. The returning officer did not detect this fact at the time the nomination paper was received. The nominator in question is on the revised list of electors as a voter in the Bordentown West electoral district. The revised list of electors published on the 29th of January 2025 will become the official list of the election on April 1st, 2025, and will be the list electors used for the 30th of April 2025 general election and referendum. The Election Act in Section 29A provides for a legal mechanism for the supervisor of elections to seek a declaration from the Grand Court regarding the qualifications of or disqualification of the candidate. However, Section 29A does not apply to the qualification of the nominator. Well, I'm going to go a little further. I can also say that Section 30 of the election law states, Section 30, subsection 1A, any person who signs a nomination paper nominating a candidate for election in an electoral district and who at the date of signing the nomination paper is not a registered elector of that electoral district, or knows that the person nominated is not qualified pursuant to Section 61 of Schedule 2 of the Cayman Islands Constitution Order 2009, or is disqualified pursuant to Section 62 of the said schedule to be elected as a member of the Cayman Islands Parliament commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of $2,000. A person, and goes on in subsection 2, a person who signs a nomination paper to signify that person's consent to being nominated as a candidate for election, and who at the time of signing, and goes on to talk about that section again, also commits an offense and is liable to convictions to a fine of $1,000. The supervisor of elections statement is in relation to the qualifications of the candidate. I would guess that any other thing in relation to an offense being committed would be something that would be investigated by some other entity. I'm not sure. I'm just asking the question. Anyway, as it stands, Supervisor of Elections has indicated that he remains a candidate. Whether or not a challenge can take place later on, again, the Supervisor of Elections didn't go into the details of that. But folks, this is a good topic for conversation later on. Has nothing to do with who the candidate is, but the mere fact that that it occurred and what the remedies, may be, for it as well. Whether or not we have heard the last of this, I don't know. Can't say. But it is an interesting occurrence, and we will wait to see exactly what transpires and what develops based on what occurred as well. Very, very interesting scenario. Folks, I want to thank you for allowing us into your homes, into your vehicles, into your places of work. I want to remind you that we are our brothers and our sisters' keepers. There is always someone out there who's less fortunate than we are, and I ask you to extend a helping hand to them. If you can't do that, then I suggest you donate to a worthy charity, because we always want to consider those who need, not necessarily those who want or even those who crave. I also want to urge you, again, the candidates debate right here on Radio Cayman will resume tonight at 7 o'clock. We will have Georgetown East and Georgetown West candidates in the studio to debate as well. You will be provided with additional details with this, and we invite you to join us right here on Radio Cayman 89.9 FM, also on YouTube. I'm not sure if the CIG TV channel will be carrying it as well, but we look forward to a very robust debate this evening and encourage you to join us. With that, folks, I will take my leave. I welcome you to join the person who will be hosting Talk Today this afternoon as well. And as usual, we ask the good Lord to bless these three beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
For the Record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury.
And JN Money.
From abroad to yard.
Fast, affordable, convenient.
Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice. And the Cayman Islands National Museum. Explore captivating exhibits and learn about our unique heritage